A revolutionary moment in the development of artificial intelligence has arrived. The new ChatGPT o1 is the first ever model to beat experts in biology, physics and chemistry in tests. And in this lesson I will show you exactly the capabilities of the new model, limitations and how you can use it right now. So let's start with some statistics. So the new model ChatGPT o1 was checked in some tests. So the first one is about the math. And there the ChatGPT 4o model achieved the result of 13.4 accuracy. However, the ChatGPT o1 achieved the result of 83.3 accuracy, which is very impressive. Actually, we've got the 70 points of difference between the o1 and GPT-4o. Furthermore, the model was checked in the programming tests and then achieved an impressive 89%. Meanwhile, the ChatGPT 4o achieved 11%, and again, this is a huge difference. So overall, again, this is very surprising how big the actual difference is. Because remember that ChatGPT 4o is the latest, the newest model, and o1 is released right now. However, we've got such a big differences. So 89 to 11. So it seems like this ChatGPT 4o model is far away than the o1. So that means o1 is revolutionary model and the history is happening right now. And the last one, fair test, require deep understanding of the topic and actually solve very complex problems. And here ChatGPT 4o achieved the accuracy of 56.1, o1 of 78, and the best actual experts of 69.7. So the difference is approximately 10 points. However, right now artificial intelligence beats the experts in the specific field, which is very impressive because actually it's the first time in the history that this is happening. On these charts also we can see the two versions of the o1 model, which is o1 preview and o1. And actually right now we've got only the possibility to use the o1 preview. So this is less effective than the o1, which will be in the future. When we go over to the ChatGPT and we look on the models, we can see right there we've got the o1 preview or even o1 mini. And here when I click on it, I can see the new interface. I said the new interface because in the o1 preview we don't have the possibility to attach some files. Because there you can notice we've got the option to attach the file, however with the o1 preview we don't have this option, so we need to enter all of the information manually. Furthermore, OpenAI provides us more advanced statistics about the actual difference between the GPT-4o and o1. So here you can read all of this. Also, I need to notice that the link to this article with all of these informations will be in the resources of this material. Also, OpenAI provides for us some examples of using the new model in comparison to the latest model, so GPT-4o. And here we've got the same prompts and actual results from it. So there, for example, let's go ahead to the coding and see the results. Actually, we've got the same prompt and there it provided for us the response with the code. However, with the response from ChatGPT o1, we've got something very interesting. Because obviously we've got our answer, however, here we've got an option to show the chain of thought. And what is very great about the o1 model, it is especially created to handle complex tasks, which are very advanced. And thereafter we expand this option, we see the step-by-step process of thinking from the model. So it breaks down the complex problems into smaller steps. Let's first understand the input and output formats, and then the input is a series of rows, each in brackets separated by commas, and their overall task, actually everything in the one place broke down into very small steps. And overall it shows that o1 model is capable to just dive deep inside of some specific tasks, like break this down into smaller steps as I told, and actually cover everything inside step by step, which is very important especially when we have something very complex. Let's now talk about the limitations, and unfortunately we've got some of them. For example, we are only able to run 50 queries per week for o1 preview, and 50 queries per day for o1 mini. And I can say for now this is very low value, because 50 prompts per week is not that much, it's very low. However, the solution for this is to use only O1 preview when we have, for example, some complex problems, and on a daily basis only use the ChatGPT 4o, which is very enough in most cases. Another limitation of the new model is the speed of response, which is not very high when it comes to the AI models. However, with the O1 we've got approximate time to wait before we got the response, which is 32 seconds. When it comes to the O1 mini, this is 9 seconds, and to illustrate, ChatGPT 4o only takes 3 seconds to respond. So definitely we've got some limitations. However, I think the most significant is that we can only run 50 prompts per week, which is for now not enough. However, as I said, you don't need to use O1 on a daily basis. For me, I prefer to use ChatGPT 4o, and whenever I have very complex problem, I like to go with the O1 model. However, also ChatGPT 4o is still very great in the problems and solving very complex issues. So right now let's test out our model on some complex data and see how it works. So here I've got the following prompt. The client has multiple sources of income and qualifies for several deductions. Your task is to calculate their total tax liability for the year based on the given tax brackets. So we've got the income data and the tax brackets. And let's run this prompt and see how it works. And definitely you can see we've got the thinking. It's not that fast as the ChatGPT 4o. However, we've got the 6 seconds because the problem is not that complex enough. So this is perfect. And you need to remember that the average time is 32 seconds. It doesn't mean all the time it will just provide the responses after this time. Because for this case, again, it wasn't that hard. Maybe I could provide something harder. Nevertheless, we've got very great answer, which is for sure correct. However, what is very great, we can open the thinking process and see what Chat actually did step by step. So firstly, it summed up the income and calculated the taxable income. I asked ChatGPT to create for me more complex problem to solve. And there I've got something very similar, however more data. Your client runs a small business while also earning a salary and has invested in stocks. They need to calculate their total tax liability for the year, accounting for the following: personal income, business revenue, capital gains, even the tax, and also we've got the percentage. And now let's actually see how it will work. So right now the thinking process took much more, so 21 seconds. However, there we've got very important and very comprehensive data, which is covered step by step. We've got the personal income, business income, all of the statistics. There are the calculations. And at the end, we've got the answer. And also, I'm very interested in the thinking process. And this is very, again, impressive because we've got step-by-step calculations and the thinking process of the chatbot. So they're firstly organizing the data, calculating and assessing the description for it. So we can actually preview what ChatGPT did step by step. And again, you need to remember that O1 model is specified for very complex data. Actually use it when you have for sure very advanced information that you need to calculate or even solve some very advanced problems. For now, of course, we've got some limitations of this model, such as response time. Therefore, I would like to prefer more to use ChatGPT 4o on a daily basis. However, as I said, just only use O1 when you have very complex problems that require more step-by-step thinking. Otherwise, for now, I would prefer to go on with the ChatGPT 4o.